Hey everyone, we're putting all the suspension on today. Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel about kit cars and other car topics. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the notification buttons below and share with others on social media. So today is a huge milestone. The first one was the paint. Second one is getting that rear differential on and getting the front suspension on. And if we get the front suspension on, we'll add the spindles and some of the extra stuff. And so I scheduled some time with my neighbor. He's going to come over this morning and he's going to help me get that differential on because that's like 275 pounds and you got all these connections. In fact, he's also bringing a floor jack that has a bigger, I don't know what you call it, but the little cup on it. Mine's like super tiny, so you can't balance anything. So he's bringing his over. He's going to spend some time with me because it's 275 pounds. Get that thing on the car. And then once that's done, hopefully I'll move on to the front suspension and go from there. So that was freaking awesome. No way I would have gotten this in by myself. So thanks to my neighbor Bob for helping me out getting this thing going. I'm going to follow up, get these shocks in, and finish up whatever I can on the rear end. I don't have the rear calipers yet. They're either coming in a week or a month from now. So they're just so back ordered on those parts. They have like 50 coming in, but they're such a back order that I might not be on the list. So, but that's okay. We're going to move forward, get this in, and then I'm going to keep working on the lower control arms of the front suspension as I pour and pour and pour in this heat. We got a bleeder. Well, we had a gusher there. It hit the edge of my cuticle and started spreading DNA everywhere. So this thing's a little bit cocked, so I gotta readjust this, get this bolt through, but I think we're pretty close. Use your tools, not your hands. For the first time, it's starting to look like a car. Rear end done. Check. Now that we have the front suspension on, it's time to build the spindles, which is what the brakes and actual wheel will attach to. So I wanted to kind of give you an update of what's going on. So I have the one hub that slipped right on, no problem. The other hub on the other side was super tight and it didn't want to go on. Now, I know that right here is where we mount the bike fenders. So there's a big thing that comes across like that. In fact, there it is right there, the gray parts. So I didn't want to mount that and have some big, huge thing sticking out right now while I'm working on other things, installing engines, stuff like that. So I'm not torquing any of that stuff down. However, the hub on the other side, you can see it's not actually on the other side because it's not just slipping on. And I'm not sure if that's something you have to, you know, beat on in a sense. This one went on like butter, so I don't know. Maybe I should flip this one to that side and put that on this side. Maybe that's the issue. Just tight tolerances. But because I keep starting different things and doing different things, and you know, I got to wait until stuff's painted and I got to do this and that, what ends up happening is a big cluster F. So we got our gun parts, we have sprayed parts, we have drills that I was using, part of camera stuff, more spray stuff. This is the gas tank parts, my degreased engine CPU, you know, part of my manifolds, air conditioner. I think this is the steering, power steering controller. And, you know, we got our brakes, we got all our different things. And you can just see, like, it's a nightmare. And I'm a pretty organized person, but this is how stuff gets lost because, you know, it just gets crazy. Now you can see that I label stuff like up is for upper control arms. I label stuff so I know where it is and keep it in bags, and I try to put it back in boxes. You know, here I am working on brakes just to see where my brake lines are going to be going. But it's at the point today, this is the worst it's got. It's at the point today where I need to stop and I need to reorganize and just kind of relay out everything and see if I could get some of these parts gone and or organized better to where it's not chaos. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. As you can see, we've had a very productive morning. Got a lot done on the car. Stuff that I've been waiting since basically the day I started to get finished. You know, this just looks amazing. The old Factory 5 Racing logo is beautiful. These parts are going to be going, I believe, right here. So, kind of just organizing. Everything's cleaned up. It's just, I could actually see my workbench. This is getting a little bit cleaned up, but we're getting there. But you could walk around the car. You don't have this freaking pad on the ground. Drive me up the wall. And so, it is just so hot right now. I am going to call it a day for the garage and catch you on the next day. Have a great day.